Hey everybody, DCT here, how you doing? I've been told it's a little bland without something, and the green screen is, just a little difficult to use because it's not like I have it in HD, so, you know, just wanted to get something up so it's really nice, and so I have it for the live stream and everything. So, there we go. I'm hoping it's going good. Just hoping. But, there we go. Alright, now, while there's hopefully nobody here, I just want to get this out of the way first. If I find them. Yeah. Hopefully there's no one here to hear this, because this is pretty sad news. Cowboys assistant coach, former Cowboys assistant coach, currently with the Vikings offensive line, Tony Sparano, died at age 56. So let's just have a moment of silence for him. It's funny how fast life can go. He's 56. My grandfather is over 70, and this makes me realize how short life is. Hey, how you doing? So I'm trying to do a thing here, weekly live stream every Sunday and Thursday nights from 8 my time to 9 my time. It's Eastern, so, Tony's, if I say this wrong, forgive me, Tony Sparano, former Cowboys assistant coach and Vikings offensive line coach, has passed away last night. And it's funny how fast life can go. He had a good career with Dallas, Miami, and formerly Vikings. He will be missed around the NFL. I know a lot of people are sad. Some people don't know who he is. He's what seemed like a good guy. God bless the dead. Just sad thing. Life can go like this. I plan on doing YouTube for as long as I live. Even if I get offered, to own the Dallas Cowboys, I'll still be up in the booth watching the game, doing this. I want to do this as long as I live. Well, hopefully this is my last video. But yeah, it's sad. Mourn him. His family. Just pray for him and everything. Now that we got the sad news out of the way. Oh man, I shouldn't have said the sad news first. Now I'm gonna have trouble getting into happy mood. Talk about training camp. But training camp is literally, I believe, 3 days away from right now. 3 days away. Can you guys believe that? Let me also get a couple shout outs away first. Shout out to Ezekiel Elliott and Sean Lee. 2 carriers for this team. Offensive carrier, defensive carrier. Wow. Happy birthday to those 2. Sean Lee, one of the oldest guys on the team. Zeke, well, best running back pro football. And Zeke is, you look at it, well, Zeke is mature. If you look at how he was in 2016, well, he wasn't very mature. You look at how he was in 2017 with the penis pistols. Keep that under the radar. He's more mature. But now, he is hopefully mature, and hopefully he's finally entered adulthood and he's Dak mature, because Dak, well, the only thing he's gotten in trouble for is the penis pistols. So that's good news. Freaky Zeke, yeah. Don't forget, happy birthday, Sean Lee, man, number 50. Defensive carrier, man, it's great. Hey, Cowboy X Factor, how you doing, But it's great that Sean Lee, is still playing with the team, even without Jason Witten. Hopefully some guy is going to step up. We're almost there as long as Gregory and Ward. Well, Gregory, okay. 5-position training camp battles. Scatback, Austin, and Smith. Alright, defensive end, Taco versus Crawford, and Gregory and, battling it out really versus Connie Ely. Now, Gregory, whatever we get from him, that's a bonus, because we're not paying him a lot of money. Randy Gregory is just a bonus. If we can get 1-3 sacks out of him, hey, that's more than we got last year, right? We got more 3 sacks this year from him. Oh, that's more than we've gotten last 2 years from him. So that is where it is good. If Tapper can stay healthy and make the team, who knows? Tapper, in my mind, I don't like him. Great person. Don't get me wrong. I don't like him as a player, though, because he can't stay healthy. We don't see enough of him. Who knows? He could be the next Charles Haley, Charles Tapper, if he stays healthy. He could. He could be the next, trying to think of a big bust here. Nothing's coming to mind. Could be the next great defensive lineman if he stays healthy, but, we never know. For your thumbnail, you should make it, and yeah, I should. I know I should have. I was thinking about it, but it got to 2 minutes of 8 for me, and I'm like, I don't have enough time. I want to get out and just talk to you guys. That could fit a YouTube banner. Ooh, that'd be actually pretty cool. Zeke and Sean Lee. I gotta make a YouTube banner though. I really do. It doesn't look very good right now. Connie Ely is playing for Pride. Connie Ely is, to me, Connie Ely should have been the Super Bowl MVP, especially if Carolina won that game. We picked off Eli Manning, I think, once, forced fumbled him twice, got a couple sacks. Connie Ely is a great player, just not on a great team. You look at him, Connie Ely on the Jets. When was the last time a Jets player really broke out to you? When? Other than, oh, jeez, I just had his name too. Darrelle Revis. When was the last time other than that? So close, 200 subs. I know. I think I'm at 192. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thoughts from USA saying, God, 7-9. I have the schedule right here. 7-9. Panthers lost. Seattle lost. Texans and Jags lost. Let's see, probably Philly, Atlanta, both losses. That's 6. Saints is a loss. Oh wait, that's just 7. What other game are we gonna lose? We ain't getting swept by the Eagles. We ain't getting swept by the Giants. The Colts, are we really gonna lose to the Colts and the Bucks? The worst I could see is 9-7. But the worst I could really see is 10-6. Because, look, at Carolina, this defensive line is going to be playing out of its mind. It really is. The whole defense is. Dak and Zeke. Zeke's going to be hungry. So that's going to be a win. New York at Dallas. That's a win. At Seattle. Seattle, they're meant to be loud. But that defense, are you scared of that defense? Who do they have good on that defense other than Earl Thomas? Right now, Earl Thomas isn't really even on that team. He's not. And Shaquem Griffin. And Bobby Wagner, Shaquem Griffin, and Earl Thomas. 3 players. 3 players ain't going to make your whole team, is it? No. Who's scared of that team? I'm not. That's another win. 3 in a row. The Lions. I think we're going to beat them. That's going to be a shootout, and then we're going to pull away. Just like 2016. That's a win. Oh, the Texans. Okay. At the Texans, Deshaun Watson. That's probably a loss. They have Falcons and Chargers Super Bowl in Atlanta winning over San Diego. Well, hometown Super Bowl pick, if you know it. Come on, Atlanta. Come on. I could see it. Probably not, though. The Chargers. The Chargers. You picked the Chargers over the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Steelers. You picked the Chargers. The Jags. You picked the Chargers. Okay. Cowboys have to prove themselves. Every year is a new season. Well, I watched the Cowboys' A New Identity the other day. Great. It was good. I gotta post that here. I gotta do a reaction to that if you guys like that. New York and the Pats have. Okay. I didn't know that. The season hasn't even started yet. I care less about predictions. Well, predictions could be wrong, you know. You look at in 2016, Dallas isn't it. They're going 0-16 because of that 3-13 year, I believe, or 1-15. Okay, no. But the thing that gets me, I was watching Bob Lilly highlights, and they called us next year's team. And then because we couldn't win the big game, no matter what. And I threw my helmet 30, 40 yards across the field when we played the Colts. Baltimore Colts, you know, so they have KJ Wright. Yeah, that's true. They called us next year champs because we made the playoffs so many times in the 60s and first 70. Not 1970 actually, I believe 1970 was when we lost to the Baltimore Colts, you know, and we couldn't win the Super Bowl. And then they called us next year's team. ESPN has become a laughing stock. You used to go to ESPN for all the latest news. And now you have one day them saying the Cowboys, they ain't going to do anything. They're going 7-9. Next thing, next 3 years, Dallas is going to win a Super Bowl. Then the next day, well, Dallas is 15th for the next best team for the next 3 years. So they became a laughing stock to me. They're nothing but they're not a great news source to me. They're not, you know. But KJ Wright, I think he has some potential and stuff, you know. So I just have to go through this. I gotta go through this list. Where have the Dallas Cowboys gotten better? Quarterback. The reason is Dak is going to have Zeke back. I can't wait to feed Zeke. He's going to be hungry. You know, Dak also has all new receivers that he actually has chemistry with. How many times do I have to say this? Chemistry built the team. You look at Dez Bryant, didn't have chemistry with Dak. Wide receiver. Oh, we got worse. We got worse. No, you ain't changing my mind. We got worse. Wait. You're saying we got worse when Dak didn't have chemistry with Dez, when Dak also didn't have chemistry with really any of the receivers other than Cole Beasley, who was getting basically triple teamed because of his size. You know, I'm about 5'5". Cole Beasley is probably only 2 inches taller than me. I'm 15. Cole Beasley is a short guy. Now that doesn't take away from how good he plays, you know, catching the ball like this. I think that's better than catching it like that, you know. But we got better at receiver, I think, because Dak now has chemistry with the receivers. I think Allen Hurns, Michael Gallup, you know, I think those are pretty much great replacements. Cedric Wilson, I did a film study on him. Go check that out after this live stream. So we got better at quarterback and receiver. Wait. Running back. There's no doubt. If someone says we got worse at running back, then I don't know. Try and make a debate for it. Just try. I'll look at it. You know, the O-line, well, we got way better. We actually have depth that way. We're not stuck with a Chaz Green. I get Chaz Green. He could be a good player. He really could. But what I'm struggling with is if we're going to judge him off that one game, that's like judging a book by its cover. But, still, if he was good-ish quality backup, he would not have allowed 6 sacks to a nobody. I don't know. So we got better on the O-line. We got a lot of depth. Depth also really helps. If you got chemistry and you got depth, you're set. We didn't have depth. Chaz Green went out. Who do we have? I mean, Tyron Smith went out. Who do we have? Chaz Green. Sean Lee went out. Who do we have? Oh, Justin Marciller, Damian Wilson, Anthony Hitchens, and I think I said Jalen Smith. So, wait. You ain't got no rotation in there. Alright. Tight end. Well, it's hard to say right now because I think we got a little worse. It's hard to replace Jason Witten as a leader on the team and everything. So I'm gonna say we got worse there. Defensive end, we got way better on defensive end. We got Randy Gregory, we got Taco Charlton, who I think is gonna be better. You also got Coney Ely and a couple of other guys to throw in there. So I think we got better on the defensive end part. D-tackle, well, Jahad Ward, Malik Collins, make Malik great again. I think we got a little bit better there. Cornerback, free safety, and strong safety, we got about the same. We stayed about the same there. I mean, yes, we did improve because of Chris Richard, but we'll have to wait and see. Linebacker, we got better, but we got worse. We lost Anthony Hitchens, which was a big loss, and Kyle Wilbur. But we got a couple of guys there, Joe Thomas, JML, and LVE. So, that's what I think. I think we got a little bit better there, but at the same time, we could have gotten a little bit worse. I think that the Cowboys are going to do fairly good this season, especially with all the additions, Zeke being back. We ain't going to have that distraction. Last season we had a big distraction of, is Zeke going to play? Is Zeke not going to play? Well, if he's not going to play, we need to game plan for this. But if he is, we need to game plan for this. So we're having to do two different game plans. And then they're going to say Zeke's not suspended for this game. He can play. Oh, okay. Well, wait. 3 days before, the suspension's back on. Oh, okay. We got practice. This guy, get him ready. Zeke, okay. And we got to get this game plan and set. Okay. Then 2 days before the game, boom, Zeke, you can play. Make up your mind already and just give me a straight answer. Okay, you're playing. So we gotta change this game plan around. Sorry guys, here's the game plan for this week. Here you go. Go over this in 2 days. That's how it was. And, you can't play like that for I think it was 5 weeks, was it? No, we did that 5 or 6. So, that took away a lot of stuff. Sean Lee going out really hurt us. We didn't have much quality depth back in there. So, we kind of need something. And now we have depth. And now we don't have a Zeke distraction. Now we don't have Dez being on the sideline. Give me the ball. Dez Bryant goes up. It's intercepted. Dez Bryant gets thrown the ball. Fumbles. Dez Bryant gets thrown the ball again. Tipped it. Intercepted. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We don't have Dez being a distraction. Yes, he's a good player, but he's on the decrease. So, we now are in set. You don't have any distractions, so I think we'll be okay. And my biggest concern, though, is probably at tight end. We don't have a solid number one. Yes, we got Rico. Yes, we got Dalton Schultz. Yes, we got Goff Swain. But we don't know how these guys are going to be. And I just got news that Taco Charlton has been working out with DeMarcus Lawrence. That is smart. good thinking on Taco's part, because if he can absorb some of DeMarcus Lawrence's experience and what he did last season, then he could be a great player. Because Taco, you look at the first half of the season, didn't get much playing time. He had about 4 tackles, 0 sacks. Second half of the season, got a lot of playing time. 3 sacks, 17, about 10 tackles. That's pretty good. That really is, for being a rookie and only playing about, I think he played 100 snaps last season in all. Something around there. So, Taco, I think, is going to be a good player. And if he's working out and playing with DeMarcus Lawrence, well, he's learning everything from him. So, he's going to beat up some of the teams that don't have great offensive lines. New York, Seattle, the Lions, I don't know, Texans, and Jags probably, Washington, the Colts, and the Bucs. So we're going to have some good stats for defense. Offense I'm a little concerned about, because we don't know how good the receivers are going to be. I'm not concerned really about the receivers, but I'm more concerned about tight end. And a lot of people say fullback, you don't need it. It's fullback. You don't need him. But you actually do. Especially if you're a running team like Dallas is. You're going to need someone to block. You can't just run into 50 million people and expect to be in the end zone. You're going to need a good fullback to help block. So instead of being 3 people you run into, you only got to juke around 1 and make sure that the other one isn't in your way. Fullback isn't so much, you don't need it. You don't need it as much in the passing game. You need it in the run game. Look at Darryl the Moose Johnston. Darryl the Moose Johnston, who's that? Underrated fullback. You could catch, you could throw. You could throw it to him, he'd catch it. You could run it with him, he'd pound the rock for Emmett. You could just give the ball to Emmett and he'd block for Emmett. You needed that. You needed the big guy to block and move. Now, it's not just the offensive line, which we had a historically great one in the 90s. You look at the offensive line, but they didn't do all the work. Emmett had to do some, but Darryl the Moose Johnston came out and blocked. That way there was one less guy that Emmett would have to make sure he wasn't getting hit by. And then, once the Moose got one guy out of the way, then Emmett could run. And we didn't have a great blocking fullback in Keith Smith. I loved him. I love Keith Smith. Alright, he's a good player. I think Jameis Olawale will be a little bit better at blocking. I think Jameis Olawale will be kind of like the new Darryl. So I'm really starting to get excited about the season. Training camp. I ordered Training Camp magazine. I can't wait for that to come in. But I can't wait for training camp because it starts, I believe, Wednesday. And it's not a game. It's not a game. Don't worry, no. But it's practice. Practice. You're excited about practice. Well, that's really when we're going to get to see how good the team's doing. And if we can actually get, to see if we're good or, if we need some work. And we'll also be able to see where we need some work and where we don't. Training camp is a great time, because we've made it through the quiet part of the offseason. We've made it through, hopefully hold our breath for the next 2 days and say, let's hope no one gets in trouble, no one goes out, gets in trouble, gets arrested, shoots anyone at a nightclub, does anything bad, Let's just hope they all stay out of trouble for the next 1 to 2 days. And then we will be all set, because the worst thing that's really happened to us this offseason is Terrence Williams' arrest. Alright, let's go through the bad things that's happened to the Cowboys this offseason. Terrence Williams' arrest, Malik Collins' broken foot, and the penis pistols. Alright, yeah, there we go. That's the worst thing. Right? Yeah, okay. so bad. But what can you do? I like this because we're staying out of the limelight. We're not so much into, all the noise that we were. Dak. Oh my God, Dak is Zeke spotted here. Terrence Williams over here. You know, rap album, which I like. I think it's pretty good. I think 80 Stings is my favorite song by Cole Beasley. Hands down. You know, I'm looking forward to training camp because I want to see how this team's doing, how, we're built. I can't wait to see all the linebackers, how they're doing. Chris Richard coaching the secondary. I can't wait to see how they're really doing. Training camp, it's going to be open to the public. I wish I could go, but, fortunately from Maine to Oxnard, it's big money. So, I look forward, though. Hopefully I'm going to a game this year, and I get to see how the players are doing in person. I just can't really wait to see how good the team is. A lot of people say football season doesn't start until the first week of normal season, but to me it starts 3 days because you get to watch football. No, not Cowboys versus the 49ers in the preseason, not Cowboys versus the Bengals, not Cowboys versus the Panthers in the regular season, but you get to see how the team plays and what we can do. I look forward to it. I think it's going to be really fun. Like I said, I'm going to look up the news right now. And I guarantee you, there's not much. Look, Taco Charlton working out with DeMarcus Lawrence. Player by player, outlooks for the Cowboys in 2018. Will DeMarcus Lawrence be paid off? Will he be paid off? There's a buzzword for the Cowboys offense entering training camp, and jobs ride on one man's bill. Nothing, someone's being cut, nothing injured, nothing bad. Nothing good either. So, that's surprising me, how little things that there really are. I cannot wait for this, really training camp. I think it's going to be really fun. I can't wait to see how the players do. I'll see you guys later. I guess that's all I really got for this, because I planned on doing it for an hour, but there's not much to talk about, If Stat Talk was here, maybe I could do an hour one, but he's been unheard of. I really wish you'd come back. Come back, Stat Talk. I know a lot of you guys like them. I'll see you guys later. Peace off.